Hey there, I'm Cindy Kane and I'm a Shenandoah Valley wedding and portrait photographer, and today I'm giving you 10 ideas for what to do with your photos after your wedding. Alright, the wedding is over and you have hundreds of beautiful wedding photos, but what do you do with them? Obviously you're going to post them on social media and share them, but we can go even further with that. So today I'm giving you 10 specific things you can do with your wedding photos. Alright, number 1 and 2, I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but you're going to thank me later. Number 1 and 2 actually are to use your engagement photos. The first one is to use your engagement photos as decorations at your wedding. You can print big canvases, big posters, you can have a photo wall, photo collage. You can use your engagement session photos everywhere at your wedding for decorations. Not only will your guests love it, but then you can take all of those home and use them later. Number 2 is part of this, but way more specific. You can use your engagement session photos as a guest book. One of the coolest things I've ever seen is a past client of mine turning an entire guest book. They had half pages, full pages of their engagement photos, and then the other half of the pages were blank so the guests could write in them. Not only was it super thoughtful of them to use these photos, but guests, while they're writing their messages, they can look through all the photos they had. So those are 2 very specific things you can use at your wedding for your engagement photos. And then these next 8 actually are using your wedding photos. So this is what I would do. Number 1, I would immediately download your photos and back them up. That is the first thing you should do with your photos. Screw all the pretty decorating and everything else. Make sure that you have your photos in multiple safe spaces. I know for my clients, I had my photos online for 10 years, but should the entire internet shut down or something completely out of my control, you'll be sure that you have your photos. So that is the number 1 thing you should do with your photos. Next, I'm gonna also kind of cheat a little bit and say that you should share them on social media. Do a whole gallery post on Facebook, post a bunch on Instagram, post them on your stories, post them everywhere, and make sure you tag all your vendors because we love that. So the second thing you can do is immediately share it with all your friends and family around the world, put them on social media. In addition to this, if you are a business professional at all and you have your own website, especially if you're a wedding vendor, you can put these wedding photos on your website yourself. So you can say that you've been through it and here's a little bit more behind the scenes into my life. So that's just a little extra thing to go along with social media. Next, you can use your wedding photos as thank you cards. Get them from Vistaprint or wherever, Shutterfly or wherever else you get them. Use them, send them out to all of your guests. Say thank you for coming, thank you for a specific gift they got you if they did get one, and show off, hey, you can keep this now. This is a little thank you for coming to my wedding. This is what the photos turned out. You were here at this day. You helped make this happen. Next, you can decorate your house with your wedding photos. I'm talking canvases, printed frames, small prints everywhere. You can think of anything to do with your wedding photos and do it there. Going off of this, the next thing you can do specifically is to create a wedding album. Wedding albums are absolutely one of the most beautiful things you can do with your wedding photos, and I think that they are just so worth the investment. Getting a quality made album that shows off your entire day is not only a beautiful addition to your house so that guests can see them, but it can also turn into a fantastic tradition with you and your new spouse. Maybe every year on your anniversary you go through your album and your wedding video together. You know, you kind of relive the day. Also, I know that I'm going to be sentimental as heck and I'm going to go through that album all the time, and I'll be way more inclined to look at it and share with others if it's absolutely beautiful. So make sure you get a wedding album. Then, going off of this, the next thing you can do with your wedding photos is create parent albums. What better way to say thank you to your parents for helping you bring this wedding to life than to give them their own mini versions of albums themselves. You can either give them a whole complete album that's the same size, look at everything, same size, looks, everything that you have, or you can get them a smaller version, maybe with less pages, and have a personal message on the front that's engraved. Parents will go wild over this, I promise. Next, you can turn to Etsy and use your wedding photos for literally anything. You can do gifts for years. You can make mugs or beautiful canvases or beautiful t-shirts or digital artwork. There are literally infinite things you can do on Etsy with your wedding photos. You can do them for yourself, you can do them for gifts, you can do them for products, you can do whatever you want. Use your wedding photos for Etsy. There are so many things to do there. The next thing you can do is share them to wedding blogs. Either your wedding photographer or your wedding planner can do this, or you can. You can get your wedding featured on numerous wedding blogs, either in print magazines or online. So you can share them with all your friends and family and be an inspiration for couples planning their own wedding. I hope this list was fun and helpful for you guys, and I hope it sparked a few new ideas for you, either if you're planning your wedding or you just had it, or you've had your wedding photos for years and never knew what to do with them. I hope this sparked a little bit of inspiration into you today, and I can't wait to tell you more. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, go to the blog, and like my channel and everything else. Just do all the things. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.